Hi, welcome to another Wednesday's Word. This week is the week of Christmas. Sunday is the day we celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus. And today's Bible reading, especially in the Daily Audio Bible, was especially appropriate. It's in Revelation chapter 12. You have this vision in the heavens that most scholars argue is an apocalyptic, a prophetic looking at the Christmas story. First, you see a woman crowned with stars, and she's seated on the heaven with the moon as her footstool. And this is a representation of the church. Some argue that it's Mary, but I lean toward to the church, where Mary is an example of what people should look like in the church: faithful, humble, willing to do God's work. But it's not an exaltation of Mary per se. And she's about to give birth, and then a dragon enters the scene, swiping down stars, kind of a prophetic telling of the revolt in heaven, and wants to devour the child. God comes and snatches the child away from the dragon. They're given wings, they go to the desert, to a place prepared for them, and they're there for a long time. And a lot of this mirrors the aggression and the destruction that Jesus faced when he was born. He was born in Bethlehem in poverty, with Herod sitting there waiting, trying to kill anyone who would take his throne away. He went and, because his throne felt risked, he killed many children in that village. We don't know how many. It could have just been a few. Bethlehem was a small village at the time. It could have been hundreds. However many, though, you see that the world powers were poised to destroy the Son of God, and God delivered them to a place in the wilderness. And if you follow all these hyperlinks, all the ways that the Bible keeps telling these stories, it just shows how God works, because it's very similar to the people of Israel, who, in a time of famine, when the world powers were trying to destroy them, they fled and they found safety in Egypt. Then when Egypt tried to destroy them, they fled, and God prepared a place in the wilderness and the promised land. Time and again, you see God delivering his people, but in this vision, you see Jesus himself being delivered from God. Because God didn't send Jesus and randomly Satan finally got him on the cross. That's not the story at all. Satan tried to destroy Jesus from the day he was born, but it wasn't until Jesus willingly went to the cross. He says that no one takes his life for him. The Son of Man lays his life down as a willing sacrifice. So it wasn't that he was on the run like a Bonnie and Clyde story, saying one step ahead of the law. Jesus was on a plan. God bent heaven and earth so that they would move from Nazareth to Bethlehem. And then finally on the cross, Jesus laid down his life to satisfy not Satan. God didn't need to be, or Satan didn't need to be paid off to let us go. Jesus paid his life on the cross to satisfy God's wrath and God's love. And that's the true Christmas story. And so this week, as you're preparing for Christmas, remember that. It's far more than wrapping presents. It's far more than just warm holiday memories or cold memories. You see, I'm standing out in the cold. Not sure this was the best idea, but it's beautiful out here. Chilly, but beautiful. But it's not about all those things. It's about God taking the initiative. God stepping into a world that's at war, being ravaged by Satan, and saying, enough. I'm putting an end to this. I'm the one who's in charge. This is my people, my world. I'll send my son and bring about my redemption. So Christmas is about God. It's about family because God created the family. It's about gifts because Jesus is the perfect gift. It's mostly, though, about God and his glory. And so this Christmas, think about that. In the middle of all the carols and all the gift wrappings, or maybe in the middle of all the loneliness, all the unmet expectations, remember what it's all about. All right, that's all I got. God bless.